Good evening. What's going on? Happy Friday to everybody. Grapple, Mad Mania, Indiker, Dracul, Fub. Dirty Dan is here. Get down and dirty with the Dirty Dan Gaming. Put a link in chat there for Mr. Dirty Dan himself. Yes, you are here today to not watch the Barb Chaining King. We're going to do our damnedest to chain for as long as I can absolutely stand it. It may be 5 minutes, it may be 15 minutes, it may be an hour. God only knows. But we are starting to get down there in the AP potions. Now those chests from donating to the Ruined Crusader Fortress, of course, those are going to help. But at the same time, we need to start playing smarter. But we'll see. Can I show honor ranking? Yeah, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Hub's been going to town. Hub's farm been going to town, right? I mean, Mad Mania been going nuts. Thunder God going nuts. Here I am in 78th place. 13th in the Alliance. As far as Coalition goes, our Coalition is in second right now. There are 2 Fire Camp Coalitions in the top 4, so that's kind of nice to see. Thank you. I do feel much better today. I still have some sinus issues and some drainage issues, but the throat is feeling quite a bit better. In any case, that's where we stand for honor. What do we do today? Today we took the Ruined Crusader Fortress. We got all 6 of our kingdoms in, speaking of maps, let's drop the map up in the left-hand corner there, made by Electro King himself. We took the Ruined Crusader Fortress today. We got all 6 of our camps into 2 separate coalitions. They are formulating and finalizing plans to invade the next zone on Thursday at 15:56 UTC when the pass opens, which I will text box 2. Yep, we'll change that right now. Pass 4 on February 1st at 15:56 UTC. There we go. Just because that's a question people ask, when does fighting start? So we'll put that up on the screen. Oh, I know. Chaining is insane for speed ups, but it's all about patience and frustration. And, generally, if I don't have fun doing something, I'm not going to do it. And chaining historically has not been fun for me because these barbs are bitches. But we'll see what we can do. Here's a nice group of 3 we can hammer on right away. I guess if we get 3 per march every time, that will make me happy. But yeah, chaining with 3 marches, that is something new for me, and probably much like Only Farmer, it will be very hard for me to keep chaining and pay attention to chat at the same time, but we shall see. So as soon as I catch a break here, I wanna do a poll in the chat, right? Come on, hit that 49. Thank you. Okay, that's about all we can do down there. Start poll. How How important is coalition honor rankings to you? Some people take that coalition honor rank super freaking seriously. And they're, I mean, we're in what, day 5, day 6, and they're talking about, oh well, we need to align our coalitions so that the main alliance this or the main coalition this, that, or the other thing is occupying structures, and we want to place first in coalition honor. And I'm like, bro, it's like the difference between first and second is like 2 or 3 gold heads. I mean, come on. Come on, we really talking about coalition honor? But I guess some people it's super important to. Me, not so much. You know, I've seen alliances that have in their alliance description, they have no stars on their banner, but they have in their alliance description, first place honor, KVK 1, KVK 2, KVK 4, KVK 6. It's like, for some people, I guess it's like a badge of honor. Me, I'd rather align our coalitions in a way that is going to give us an advantage in the next zone to where we always have the ability to double rally. You know, without having to change things around in the middle of war. But, you know, others, I guess, honor is super, super important to them. And they want to make sure that they have first place coalition honor and at the end of the KVK. And it's, all right, whatever. Where can you go, Boudica? There's some up here, I guess. Not any huge groups, but... No, it's not our might. It's not our people. It's not our people, Matt. I think you saw that in the leadership chats today, but... Diplo has not been bad. Honestly, what's up, Aloys? Diplo has not been bad up until today, where there was a little bit of grumbling about how we structured the coalitions when each coalition could get 3 kingdoms inside of it. You know, but to make everybody happy, we just changed that around real quickly. And, you know, the RCF is not bubbled yet, so we had the ability to make some changes. It's just like, I tend to ignore discussions about, oh, we need to do this to make sure we have these honor points, and we need to do that, because it's shit I just don't care about. You know, like I told everyone in our leadership chat, there are 3 things I care about in KVK. 1, iconic crystals. 2, season coins. And 3, the Autric rewards. Those are 3 things that you can only get in KVK. Right? So those are the 3 things that are most important to me. And if we have to align coalitions in such a way to ensure our fighting ability to accomplish those 3 objectives and maximize those 3 rewards, then that's what we need to do. I couldn't give 2 shits about who sits in first place in coalition honor at the end of KVK. Or kingdom honor, or alliance honor, or camp honor points. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. The only use I have for Coalition Alliance honor is that it's an early look at people's activity and crystal tech, but that's it. I can understand that to an extent. But there are also people that do not grind barbs until the zones open up and higher level barbs are available, right? And I don't even know if I'm using the right barbing marches here. We got HQ with ZL. I saw somebody else using it, so I figured, what the hell, let's give it a shot. But that's dying awful quick. Maybe I just need to wait till the barbs are a little yellower until I move to the next chain. Individual honor, I just want to get my 120,000, so I maximize my individual rewards, right? That's, and I've been able to do that every KVK without going absolutely nuts, doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. Okay, yeah, my Barb tech must be garbage because these marches are just dying. I think we're probably just gonna stick to one Barb march. And see, there was a group up here, so I moved up here, and now the group has kind of dissipated. What's up, Torres? I can't complain. It's the weekend, right? Next week I have only a 3-day work week. We have off on Thursday and Friday to do some fighting. Well, fighting on Thursday, sleeping on Friday, if all goes well. Can we pick up one more? See, that 43, I think, ran away, didn't it? Bastard. This is Tides of War. Optimus. Icon in the top right. The Rise of Kingdoms icon that keeps sliding in and out? Or are you talking about the map in the upper left? Alright, let's just bring you home. We'll send out some gem farmers instead of trying to barb on. So I lasted, what, 10 minutes with 3 barb marches? Well, if my wife got 10 minutes, she'd be happy. But as far as barb training goes, yeah, no thank you. We might bring Richard up this way. So, yeah, I mean, my technology is doing good, right? It's just, I'm not focused on barbarians right now. I want to get marching orders. I want to get my rally size up as big as I possibly can. Because the hardest thing in KVK is when you are rallying forts in that first zone 5. You know, forts that hold 3 million and you have a rally capacity of, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 million. Then when you swarm down that fort, and you gotta swarm forts sometimes when they're still building, it hurts. It hurts like hell. And that's where I generally end up losing the most troops, is in that first zone when we're trying to take out some of those forts. So, we want to get our rally capacity as high as we possibly can. There are no artifacts, to my knowledge, in Tides of War. Dirty Dan has done some really good videos on Tides of War. There are what they call tides, though, right? So you have personal directives, which you can choose a personal directive in each of these tides, and then you have alliance directives. So we already completed double time. I got an extra 5% total march speed from doing double time. We have not done lightning strike yet, but faster rallies against barbarian occupied buildings. When attacking a barb fort, the rally's prep time cannot be reduced to 1 minute. So, I mean, unless this affects actual battles and not just barbarian forts, really, what's the point? But yeah, there are bastions, but those bastion quests are pretty much just for crystals. You don't have bastion skills. You don't have artifacts. You don't have excess. I don't know what they call them when you can put extra skills on your commanders from other commanders you already have. It's all this tied stuff. Which, to be honest, it's kind of new. It's kind of refreshing. It's different. But the next, this is a preview of our next tide. Can increase resource gathering by 10%. Or resources earned, I think. Yeah, individual resources earned due to the effects of the current tide. Yeah. Increase gathering speed. You don't earn any extra resources. You'll earn extra crystals when you're gathering. Earn honor points when gathering. Earn extra honor points when gathering. The next alliance directive is earn more individual resources and alliance supplies. Better reward from defeating barbarian patrols. More honor points from occupying ancient ruins and dark altars. So we have to discuss what we want to do on that next tide there as well. We'll see. It's new. It's interesting. You know, everybody wanted to do something different. We've done a lot of heroic anthems, so. HQ better with expertise or without? I didn't use them without, so I don't have any experience to actually speak of. Many people say if you're going to fight with HQ on the open field, do not expertise them. 5. Mine is expertise. It doesn't make sense to me not to expertise a commander. Edward YSG. Oh boy. What's up, Gumbo? Yeah, no. I do not ever want to fight 960. No, thank you. No, thank you. If I had to fight 960, I'd fight like a little bitch. Hit and run. Cheeseburger. So take a minute for that to march over there. You can see how impatient I am with barb chaining. I don't like it. I really don't. Brian Carl says KVK is about winning. You want those stars on the banner. You always get rewards from rank. Yeah, the star. I couldn't care two licks about the stars, to be honest with you. The stars are just cosmetic, in my opinion. Unfortunately, getting that star at the end. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Paranoia. Getting the star at the end, right, means you control those Autric rewards. I mean, I've already got 2 inscriptions. You know, we've got Hunter on our ZL march, and we've got Hunter on our Boudica march. You know, those are 2. No, is it? I guess it's not on Boudica. Who the hell's it on then? Nevsky? Is it on Nevsky maybe? Who's got my other Hunter inscription? I could have swore it was on Boudica. I know I have 2 of them. Okay, now that's gonna bother me. Oh, who's that guy? Did we not switch back? No, we didn't. We didn't, did we? We did not change our armaments back after that Ark of Osiris. That's no good. There we go. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I knew I had two of them. We got one on Boudica, and we got one on ZL. Right, ZL. Boom. Boudica. Boom. Okay. Ooh, here's a nice group. Maybe we can get a solid chain of, let's hope for 6, 7. Who do I think will win the bottom? Well, of course, I hope that our allies in the water camp win the bottom, right? But wind camp is, you know, you can't take your opponent lightly ever. You got to hope for the best and plan for the worst. I mean, water's got 9 kingdoms there. That's a crazy number of kingdoms. I think they are trying to consolidate into maybe 3 or 4 alliances for the fighting, but that's a crazy number of kingdoms. But in the same respect, you'll think of the number of forts that they can drop in that zone. I mean, they can build a fort wall of all fort walls in CNDC KVKs with 9 kingdoms in that camp. So wind is going to have a hard time if water plans according. And I'm not getting involved in their plans in that zone. That's on them. So I have no idea what they're planning. But that was honestly, that was one of the contributing factors to picking water as an ally, right? We did not want to have to break through a fort wall of potentially 9 alliance fortresses in the middle of the zone between us and water. So it's like, no, man. At least the other way, we have 6, maybe 7, 8. You know, if they build farm forts, they're gonna obviously be more, but I like archers. Archers are my favorite. For this KVK, I will be running Boudica Ash, ZL Herman, Scipio Lucci, HQ Joan, Nevsky, and this will be either Justinian or William. When we go to a 6th March, it's going to be Artie Tommy. 7th March, it'll be either Guan Sargon or Guan Alex. We've got XY William or XY Justinian when we need more cavalry on the field. We've got Ash Herman for our archer rallies. We've got Nevsky Justin for our cavalry rallies. We've got Gorgo Hera for our garrison. Nevsky Mina for Barb forts. CC Mina for other Barb forts. Nevsky Joan if I want to bring that out. And then this is our T1 fast speed march for picking up runes and just general funning. Hey Solaris, Voltron, good to see you guys. So it's gonna be a good KVK. I'm looking forward to it. You know, so far, and I Other than the first day, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to Lost Kingdom chat, but the first day everyone was respectful, everyone was nice. Canyon, this guy in first place, this guy in second place. We've kind of been going back and forth, trading first and fourth or second and fourth, and they've got some super tough lineups here. So we've kind of been exchanging pleasantries and compliments as to Lost Canyon lineups. It's been a very good KVK thus far. I mean, lots of respect between camps, between players, and not any toxicity that I've seen. So, and that's what I like, right? Because when you have 27 kingdoms in a KVK, chances are you're going to see these kingdoms again in the future, whether they're in your own camp or an enemy camp or a camp that you potentially want to ally with. So I'd rather make friends than I would enemies by being toxic and by being a dickhead. And of course, you're running away. Yes, thank you. Pyrus is going to be my primary with Lou secondary. I don't see a lot of people using it, and maybe that's because a lot of people don't have Pyrus expertise, but if I saw more people using it in these bigger KVKs, with 960 and what's Appos Kingdom, 29, 22, 29, 24, 29, 1365. If I saw a lot of people using it successfully in those kingdoms, it might be something I'd be apt to use. Now we'll see. We'll see once the fighting breaks out and we're border to border and we're fighting for flags and fighting for territory. We may just pull it out just for shits and grins, just to see what's going on. Enjoy 12 million reinforce and flag from Tides. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Some of those Tides are crazy, right? You can build a fort in an hour, but at the same time, your burn time is drastically reduced. Or you have auto reinforcements on flags and stuff like that. So it's going to be different. They've done some things to potentially eliminate our strength, which is the swarm. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and the reason archers are on top for me, right, is because they're the slowest march. So when I do that multi-dispatch, I want my slower marches going out first. But today we did get so on our main archer set at the moment, I do have the KVK helmet and the KVK weapon. They're just not procced, so they're on Boudica. Until I get them procced, then I'll switch them over to Lucci or ZL, right? But today we did get level 4 on our Greaves of the Glorious Goddess, which is an extra 6.5% march speed. So that'll be nice for that archer march. But as far as this goes, the iconic attributes alone on this are, archer health 1.5, base attack 8, base defense 8, base health 16, troop attack 1.5, troop health 3%, march speed 6.5, unit capacity is at 2% extra, damage to rallied armies and garrisons 3% extra, enemy defense ignored 3% extra. So we're getting this set looking pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. I did pick up another ring in the KVK shop. So we got the Ring of Doom so that I can continue to level up that Ring of Doom on that ZL march. Don't have the materials to do it just yet, but that is next on the radar. I really want I don't have a cavalry skin, right? So I need a cavalry skin. So this is maybe what I'm aiming for with my next KVK shop purchase, if we can get there this KVK anyway. What's up, Ralph? Auto reinforce will be fun. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I am not looking forward to that. But we'll see. Everyone wanted to do tides. We wanted to do something different. We always do Heroic Anthem, which I enjoy. I didn't even mind the fog. You know, it was something to do while I was working. Clear the fog. Generally, it took maybe 48 hours to clear 100%. Got it done as quickly as 22 hours. Jiminy Crickets, is it reset already? So while the game is restarting, let's end this poll. 46% say it's of medium importance, Coalition Honor Rankings. Only 14% think it's most important. 39%, come on, bro, it's not important. Apparently, there's some tide that you can set auto reinforcements on flags, and troops will just keep marching there. I haven't seen it yet myself, but we will experience that, I'm sure, in the coming days. Fog was the best part of HA. I don't know, Gumbo. I don't know. Dirty Dan may have a video on it, to be honest. I know he is about 2 weeks ahead of me in Tides of War, and he was going through some of the different skills and different tides that are being used in theirs. So whenever I have questions, I'm going back to his videos and kind of doing a fast forward through them, just to kind of see what's going on there. Ooh, what is this? I think Montezuma. Yeah, Montezuma. 75 more to go, and this guy is done dancing. Love it. Love it. What's up, George? 1885, 2217, Kingsland tomorrow. They're also in tides. Maybe we'll have to check that out. Our passes don't open until Thursday, so we've got some time to maybe watch that. So thank you for letting me know. Get my research done here before I forget. And all my travels and that type of garbage. Does anybody want to watch these cutscenes? I mean, no, just kidding. I will not let them run, even if there's somebody who wants to watch them. Sorry about that. All right, travels are done. Let's recycle some armaments. See if we can get another transmutation stone. Not yet. No shard chest. We're 110 away there still. Alright, so what do we need? Swift marching, that's got to be at 3. That's got to be at 3. Alright, now we can get this swift marching going. And will that allow me to do any rallied army? It does. Nice. Oh yeah, let's pump this up. Get this as high as possible. Alright, now that's got to be 10. That'll be a while. That's got to be 10. That'll be an even longer while. That's troop capacity. Alright, we'll just let that one stew for a bit. I want to see now, though, what my capacity is at. 2.24, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Please tell Mad Mania I'm banned from 1029. Why does he keep messaging you? Yeah, Mad Gumbo sent me some feet pics, so he's no longer welcome in 1029. 7 toes on one foot and 9 on the other. It's not human. It's not human. No, Chan, no thank you. Just set a lineup to nothing just so that red dot goes away. Okay. Is that what it was? I thought it was fungus. That was peanut butter? That peanut butter was green, bro. That was some moldy ass peanut butter you had on your toes then. I mean, I thought owning a couple of restaurants, your hygiene would have been better. Let's see, we got Guan and Nevsky here. We got Lucci here. We got Trajan and Zhugliang there. Ooh, there you go, Trash Panda. I gave you some points back. Well, it must not have been good peanut butter if it was green. What's up, St. Julian? Good to see you. Hope everything is well in your world. Try and find a nice big group of barbs somewhere. Might take a few minutes to march there, but we got all kinds of daily stuff to do. Ooh, let's grab that. There are no big groups of barbs, are there? It was fermented. Okay, all right. And the difference is exactly what? I don't quite know what this is, the Alliance Merit Shop. I haven't been able to move any of those sliders just yet. Damage versus Barbarians, 5%. Hey, you can't complain there. Alright, now do I really want to do swift marching, or do I want to get the rest of this stuff done? That's expensive as shit. We'll wait till we get Mountain Warfare to finish that off. To do this, those all have to be at level 10. I need this at level 7, these at level 10. This has to be at 7 as well. Really don't care about my unit capacity presently. Special medicines is not an issue for me. Let's get these done. And that will take our crystals down to almost nothing. We'll just let those helps come in and let that tick over time. Just arrived in Vienna, taking a break. Hey, well, enjoy your time in Vienna. Some rest and relaxation, or are you there on business? Alright, we can try and hit these 3 up here at least. Maybe we'll get 4. Ooh, do I have a Barbarian Bastion, though? I do. Does not look like we're going to get 4. I'm very hesitant to try and drag these all the way down to this 44 here. Because my luck, somebody's going to run away. What's up, Car? It's good here. How are you doing? Let's save my Lost Canyon attempts in case there's a bastion for him. Busy with KVK? I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Trying to grind on her here, but that's the one thing I hate doing. Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. How far will he follow me? Come on, 44. Just come to me. Come up just a little bit, please. Come on. You know, oh, there it comes. There it comes. We might get it. We might get it. It's pretty freaking sad when I'm excited to chain 4 barbarians in a row, right? Can I pick up these 2? It should hit the 42 next time, I think. There we go. There we go. Come to daddy. And it runs away. Okay. All right. Yep. I didn't do a damn thing. It was in my circle AoE. I hit it. It started to attack me. It came towards me, and then it just decided, hey, screw this, I'm gone. That's nice, visiting someone who used to play a game with. Or, now you're in Australia, if I remember correctly. Did you fly there then? That was what? 12 hour flight? Well, did you fly there? I mean, yeah, you certainly didn't drive there if you live in Australia, right? And I doubt you took a canoe. For the Barb's feet picks? Is that how they come running towards me? How much do pilots charge to Barb chain? Not even close to any runes anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe here? Is that why I had 12 and Plato chain so much? Because they offer feet picks to Barbs. $5? $5? How long how many Barbs do they, will they get if I pay them $5? Is that $5 per chain or $5 per hour or? And is there a written guarantee of how many Barbs they will chain in an hour? Hoping there was a training rune there, but we'll just go ahead and start this. I think I got a couple bastions for runes, so we might as well just knock those out while we're down here. $9.60 pays people to chain on their account. No way anyone in GT sits there chaining. I wouldn't doubt it, right? But then, you know, maybe they just 5 or 6 march Barbs there at the end. Alright, so we need to grab this rune a few times here. I will honestly say I never ever saw MF chaining Barbs. He was always 7 marching them. Seawell usually chains with 3 marches. I was doing that earlier. I tried. I lost interest very quickly. Oh, hey. Ten minutes is a long time. You just asked my wife. I mean, I do have AP bottles yet, but we're starting to get down on them. 141, 172, 4, and 1. Now we should get some more with stage 1 rebuilding the Crusader Fortress, right? But oops, bastions. Let's at least get our one Barb fort done too, right? Might as well. We'll do a 10-minute rally. We'll see who joins it. There we go. Bring you home. See why these guys don't work. Just do the same. That's the same guy. If you need XP points from those... Of course, there's a training speed now. Oh, and there's one up here, I guess. Oops. So there are some people that will fill up this AP bar, right? And I did this for 1 KVK. You know, once this AP bar is full, every time they get pots, they add them. So that on a daily basis, they can spend, you know, I think it's, what, 100 gems for 500 AP, and then it's 150 for 500, and then 200 for 500, and 250, and so on and so forth. So I knew people who used to fill up that AP bar, and they would just use the pots as soon as they got them and keep stacking. And then every single day they would spend X number of gems on more AP. That way when they got into KVK and they ran out of AP pots, and they normally run out of AP pots, you're spending, I mean, I set a limit. If I'm spending AP on, or if I'm spending gems on AP, once I get to 500 gems for 500 AP, that's it. I try and stop. But I mean, there were days where MF was spending, you know, 3,000 gems for 500 AP. You know, and that's what those people try and avoid in KVK is by stacking their AP at such a high number, because they're buying AP every single day and spending X number of gems every single day to continue to increase that number, so that they're not spending an exorbitant amount of gems during KVK for one crazy 7 March Barb run. Guess if I would have paid attention to coalition markers, I would have seen that 15% AP in there, huh? Anyone even joining? Oh yeah, we got a few people joining. It's not like we got training done. We should probably switch back for the rally, though. We want some skill damage. Nope, nope, don't run away. Come over here. Come over here. Come on back, buddy. Let's go get your friends. that, that is a shitload of kingdoms in the KVK. I think Lilith just took all the C and D kingdoms that registered for Tides of War and threw them in a KVK, but it makes it interesting. It sure does. Our diplomacy has gone better thus far in this KVK, though, than it did last KVK when we only had 5 kingdoms in our camp. Last KVK was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Nobody could agree on anything. This KVK, everybody has been very, very good thus far, and if there's been a problem, they will explain the problem, they'll explain their perspective, and generally they'll offer a solution that we can then discuss and come to a consensus as to what to do, how to solve the problem, and how to move forward. Last KVK was very unproductive. People would piss and moan and whine and cry, and they wouldn't offer solutions to anything. Or they would offer a solution, and then they would put the blinders on, and if their solution wasn't accepted, you're a fucking racist and you hate my ethnicity. Or you're an asshole, and we want to do it this way, or we're leaving the coalition, we're not going to fight. That type of thing. There's a big ego contest last KVK, and it was draining. Very, very draining. And I think that ultimately was the downfall of our camp and our allies in that KVK, is that I got along better with the enemies than I did with our many of the allies in our camp last KVK. But this KVK, yeah, it's been very, very pleasant. Thus far, we had one minor issue today where some of the kingdoms felt that coalitions needed to be restructured. So, everybody talked through that like adults. We came to an agreement and took the actions needed, which is nice to see. If you can work together in diplomacy, you can certainly work together on the battlefield. The whole game is just kingdoms with 20 to 50 actives. In most of these kingdoms, yeah. I mean, we have like 47 main accounts. I was not involved in the 1960 1093 Diplo chat, but my understanding it was a sight to see. Yep, I agree, Aloys. And if you have 1093 domain number 3, what kind of quality players are you going to get in that domain for that kingdom? 1093 may be a bad example because they're stacked with quality players. But, I mean, and are they just going to farm, or are they actually going to come out and fight? It's going to be hard for some of these C&D kingdoms, if they're paired up with domain 2, domain 3, domain 4 from some of these larger kingdoms, that it's going to be hard. I saw all the leaks, Aloys. To be blunt, I did not want to fucking waste my time reading all that bullshit. I do not agree with leaking diplomacy chats, no matter who leaked it. Do not agree with that. Diplomacy is a lot of things done in diplomacy are done with that, in my opinion, with that level of privacy, right? I mean, sometimes things get heated in there. And it's one, I don't think it was right for anyone to leak those diplomacy chats. 2, I don't think it was right for individuals to make videos about those diplomacy chats. 3, it doesn't, nothing productive comes of it. Not a damn thing. Sure, maybe it makes for good content. Maybe it makes for community laughs. But those kingdoms then just become the laughing stock of the community. People are sitting there pointing fingers going, look at this bullshit. It does nothing to help you as a kingdom. It does nothing to help bring the community together. It just tears people apart, puts people on different sides of the fence, and, oh, well, 2605 was wrong, or 1093 was wrong, or 1960 was wrong. It's not good for the game. Alright, well, we gotta do 5 more barbs for this next Bastion quest. We can maybe get 5 chained up here. I don't have any equipment on Richard, though. That's probably why he's dying there. Let's do Richard ZL. I want to kill these a little quicker than with Hera. Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't be one to do a video like that. It just doesn't sit well with me. I get it, it's content. That's how he makes his living. So, if that's what he needs to do and wants to do to pay the bills, hey, great. But at the end of the day, what are you actually trying to accomplish with a video like that, or with posting screenshots like that? All you're trying to do is sway the public opinion, and who really cares? If you're focused on your kingdom and growing your kingdom and doing what's best for your kingdom and the people in your alliance, what does the court of public opinion matter? It doesn't. You really think Leopard or Cortex or Lion in 1093, you really think they're going to be swayed by a bunch of Facebook posts of haters saying, oh, you did this wrong, you should have done this differently? No. They're going to do what they feel is in the best interest of their kingdom. That's what makes them leaders of their kingdom, right? So taking it all public and making it a spectacle does absolutely nothing. It's just like, it's like Julius Caesar and the gladiators. It's just something to keep the people occupied. Well, there's an issue there too, allies, right? Is there are tens of thousands more people that are going to see the story from Chisgle's side because he has, 100,000+ subscribers, than who are going to go to the Octagon chat and read it from the other perspective. So I mean, and I didn't watch his full video, so I'm not one to say that he slanted the story in a way that was favorable to 2605 or to 1093 or to 1960. I don't know. I did not watch that full video. I could stomach maybe 5 minutes of that drama before I turned it off. But hopefully it was a video done objectively, and it presented all sides of the story from an objective standpoint, rather than this is the standpoint of 2605, so I'm going to present it in that way. Yeah, if people wanted to see the leaks, but there are not a whole lot of people who are going to go out there searching for them. While there are people who are going to put on a Chisgel video and listen to what he says and take that as the Ten Commandments. It was quite okay. Well, then kudos to Chisgel then, if it was objective and it showed all sides of the dispute. Yeah, the only reason I go to Facebook is for a good laugh. And what's the saying though, Car, right? With great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man, I think, right? You know, so when you have that viewership, when you have that following, and let's face it, there are Chisgel groupies out there, right? I mean, I have had people come and watch me fight in KVK and criticize my fighting because I'm not fighting like Chisgel does. Oh, why are you not sending your marches home to refresh when they're yellow? Why are you doing this? Chisgel does that. Chisgel does this. Everybody fights differently, right? So you've got your groupies out there that are going to take everything, and you know, the same can be said about many content creators, and that's why I tell you guys, my opinion is my own. What works for me might not work for you. You know, if you're asking me what commanders to use or how to min-max a commander, get other people's opinions and use that data to make an educated decision on your own, right? But you have people that follow some of these content creators, you know, Chisgel included, and they take everything he says as it is the word of God. And they don't do any further research. They don't ask anyone else's opinion. And then they come into my stream, or you see them in other content creators' streams, you know, quoting Chisgel. Well, Chisgel says this, or Chisgel says that. Okay, that's one man's opinion. It doesn't mean it's the word of God and it's written in stone. Black Panther BP groupies are OP. What's going on, Panther? Good to see you. I mean, honestly, I've seen Plotto groupies in Apo's stream recently just railing on Apo. You know, and it's like, what the fuck, people? You know, get a fucking life. You know, if you don't like a content creator, then don't watch them. Really, that's all there is to it. Yeah, and I mean that's his job, right? That's how he supports his family. That's how he pays his mortgage. That's how he pays his insurance. He has to be an entertainer more so than any other content creator out there. Hell, I do this for a hobby. I could care less if I make a dime on it or not. I just enjoy this. I enjoy hanging out with you guys and talking with you guys while I play this game. That's what I have fun doing. You know, the fact that I make a few bucks here and there on it, and it helps buy my in-game bundles, that's just a bonus. How many more of these quests do I have? Come on. I actually like these where since there's no bastion skills, I really don't mind the ones where I have to donate resources. And I really hope to God I'm not screwing up the gold head rankings by doing this training, but I want those Kahar whistles. Those are more important to me this KVK. Yay, we're done with our bastions for today. Thank you, Jesus. Everyone should take BP wisdom seriously. You know, what do I say all the time, right? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Ooh, we want those. God, what, I've been streaming an hour and I haven't even asked y'all to like the stream yet. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, it's 100% free. Costs you absolutely nothing. Subscribe as well. Oop, there's a level 7. Let's look for our level 7s, right? There's one. And I should probably be in the gold pit, but I just don't feel like it. Oh, here comes my CC home. Can we build another flag? Stop right there, young man. Oh, we didn't quite capture that. So am I going down, Hubsy, or? Oh, can I? What the hell? That'll capture it, right? What's our objective here? Where are we building to? We just getting that crystal? Yeah, I'm gonna let the map guys do it. I'm not gonna fuck with it. I get sick of being told I placed the flag wrong. There we go. Someone did it. Thank you. Thank you, Solaris. Thank you. We gotta connect our territory here at some point so we can take one of these AFs down, because we'll need that for this zone. What is Earth Camp looking like over here? 49A looks like they're going to come over here and jump the mountains. Which alliance is this here? OD83. Winners of KVK 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, but only 2 stars on their banner. If we look at Alliance Power, we are now at 8th instead of, what was it the other day, 14th, but we had a lot of people join the Alliance. A lot of main accounts join the Alliance from other kingdoms to get the RCF first capture rewards, and I think a lot of those folks are still here. Alliance kills, we should be around 145 million when only our players are in the Alliance. Individual kills, though, unless somebody hasn't poured it into the map yet, which would be hard to believe. I did not expect to be in first there. What's up, Hubs? They're saying they won because they got good at. I guess that's the case. Go Sue. I thought you were going to bed like 2 hours ago, Hubs. I tried catching you. I tried catching you in honor, but it just the Barbs were not having. You're in first and second now? You're a fucking madman, dude. What the hell? In first and second, and he's handling a lot of the miscellaneous day-to-day diplomacy bullshit and maps. Captain Stinkfus is doing maps as well, but... You know, and I gotta give props to our management team. Right? Solely. Hubs. Captain. Mad. These four primarily have been active in the leadership chat and helping coordinate day-to-day events, helping people set times for the different tides so that we can make sure that players are rotating through the various kingdoms when those tides take place so that everyone can get this 5% march speed. You know, coordinating taking of the Ruined Crusader Fortress, flipping of the Ruined Crusader Fortress to get 3 alliances in each of the coalitions. You know, they've been doing phenomenal. I did much of the diplomacy initially to get our allies in Water Camp, and these guys have been taking it and running with it. You know, and I absolutely love it. I do not have to be involved for the most part in the day-to-day decision-making process, and these guys are handling it. They're handling it like champs. They're doing a fantastic job. And I step in and help when needed. You know, point people in the right direction. Thank you, Zach. Not a fan of Toe. Don't like many of these directives. Yeah, I don't like the EDM type dance music that a lot of other creators listen to. I prefer. You know, I grew up in the 80s. I'm 53 years old. So back in the 80s when I was growing up, it was, you know, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi. So I like that 80s metal vibe. So that's what we play. And some people say that my voice puts them to sleep. So we have to kind of counteract that with the heavy metal music to help keep them awake. All right, let's fly through our 4 farms here real quick. Get our gatherers out and grab our goldies for the day. Oh, and donate to the RCF, right? Gotta do that. It's been a couple hours since I cycled through these, so. This is the only other account that I do the gem supplies on. Where are we here? Right here. Nice. Well, you come to the right place if you like that metal. The sad thing is, you're younger than two of my kids are. My third, our youngest, is only 20, but yeah, you're younger than my other two kids are. Ooh, remind me to take a look and see where everyone is at in their rebuilding. Where is that? Right here. Arabic pop for background music? I don't know if they have that on Epidemic Sound. So we did ask everyone today. We used to have a rule you could only have 4 farms in the main alliance. Today we took that back to 2. So right now I have 2 of my farms on this character, or two of my farms on this account are back in PK farms. Because if I'm going to ask everyone only to have 2 farms in, then I'm going to set the example, right? And these farms, I really just want to make sure that they're in the pit. What's up, Jake? The king? Yeah, I mean, for this KVK. For this KVK. Hubs gets it next KVK. Lord knows King is, it can be a full-time job. Especially off-season when you're recruiting. Let's see, do we have our Ark of Osiris matchup yet? No, revealed in 2 hours. I got everything out of the shop. Do I get more of these, though? How many Eternal Knights and Shios returned does a person actually need? I got 7 and 4. I use that on Guan and Lucci. I guess I could make an Eternal Knight for Scipio, right? I've got 7. I really don't need to get more because infantry, I don't know. We can look at that. So this is my Archer rally gear. I do have the KVK helmet and the KVK weapon, but the set pieces are better until you actually, in my opinion, until you actually expertise or proc the weapon and the Ancestral Mask. So that's going to be a while for that. This is my Cavalry rally gear. No, it's not on Zhuge Liang, but let's look at the specific commanders. That's probably easier. That's my Cavalry rally gear. So top of the top, other than a procced ring and a procced horn. Infantry is where I'm lacking. So this is currently on Guan for Canyon. This is what I would use if I have to garrison. I absolutely hate garrisoning. No iconics on what? So if I'm open field fighting and I'm running my 1 infantry march, this is the set that will be on that infantry march. If I'm garrisoning with Gorgo, this is the set that will be on that Gorgo. But that's Archer set number 1, Cavalry set number 1, Infantry set number 1, Archer set number 2, Cavalry set number 2, Infantry set number 3, Archer set number 3, Cavalry set number 3. I should have a bunch of 5s. No, not even close. I don't have the materials. I'm focused on archers, right? The helmet is level 2. This weapon is level 3. Dagger is level 4. Boots are level 4. Ring is level 2. They're not spreading way too... What do you mean spreading too thin? My focus is archers. See ya, eh? So there's a reason I have a coin on Guan. And that has to do with this right here. When you get that shield from the coin, it deals 2% extra damage for the next 3 seconds. Oh, I don't try to rally with infantry at all. We have other players with better infantry gear than me. Those are typically also our main garrison players. I do not garrison unless I absolutely have to. I will rally with archers And I will rally with cavalry if there are others on who do not have better cavalry gear and armaments to do so. So, but if we need an archer rally, I'm the man. If we need an archer garrison, that's me. But we definitely have other players that have better cavalry gear with higher level inscriptions, that have cavalry skins. I don't have a cavalry skin. That have infantry skins and that have better infantry gear and higher level infantry gear. And we'll deal with that if it comes up against us. I mean, I'm not too worried. We've been successful thus far. I mean, between myself and Smart Alpha, who else here? Trash Panda. He was in 254 for a while. Noobzilla. Thunder's got some really good stuff. Sir Wolfie's got some really good archer stuff. I think we're covered. And we play the game a little bit differently than many. You know, we'll take those negative trades from a swarm if it means we burn a flag. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna do. At least our philosophy has always been, if we have to send rally after rally after rally at a flag, you're gonna lose just as many troops as if you just swarm the damn thing in the first place. So we play a very aggressive style of play. That's how we have fun. You know, when looking at armaments, these are the armaments on my main archer march. That's the second archer march. And that's the third archer march. And then what do we got? There's cavalry. First cavalry. Second cavalry. Third cavalry. Then we've got the speed march for cavalry. There's our first infantry march. There's our arch formation march for infantry. Still needs some work. There's our arch garrison for infantry. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot, I think. Am I an absolute archer master or infantry master or cavalry master? No. No, but I feel like I can hold my own against almost anyone. My kingdom is in the season of conquest. Now do you want to see the war? We can take a look at it. Which kingdom number and where are you at? Got about 20 minutes of streaming left in me. If we want to watch your war, we can do that. As long as there's some action going on. So give me a kingdom number, give me some coordinates. We can go there and check it out. Which Kingdom Sadness? And while I'm waiting for your response, I'm going to run grab another bottle of water quick, so I'll be right back. For now, we can look at the KVK with 2268 and 2429. See how those guys are doing. See if they still got the fort wall here. Really not a lot going on here recently, is there? $75 is fighting? A little bit. Oh no, where'd the chat go, Dan? Rally coming in on this fort. How will that fare for them once they hit Kingsland, though? plug your ear. Is this fort's about to burn? There she goes. So what, I think I have a map for this. There we go, yep. I mean, it's got to be hard going against 3 kingdoms like they are. Ducks MVP. But I think that's gonna lead us to the end of the evening, y'all. I appreciate everyone jumping on. I appreciate as always, the interesting and fun conversations in chat. We are going to get you over to Jake the Dog Games. He is streaming a new game called Pals World or something. I don't know. It's a mega online multiplayer game of some sort. It might not be your cup of tea, but just say hello. Give him a thumbs up when you get there, just to let him know that we support him. We support all our small content creators out there who do stream Rise of Kingdoms. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. We should be back more often now that I'm feeling better. Our pass again opens on February 1st at 15:56 UTC. We'll definitely be streaming that with a small delay. So that you can watch some actual fighting. But thanks again for hanging out, and we'll catch y'all next time.